we've got a question from Sean. Thanks for this one, Sean. Sean is a contractor working in the Netherlands as an IT project manager. He asked, what was the best way to network when you simply don't have the time? Well, actually, Sean, I thought that was a really good question. And in my humble opinion, I'm sure Mark would share the same, making time to network is really important, I believe, in whatever job you're doing. But something that actually came up this week, that when I saw your question, I was thinking about you. I was actually standing in the queue yesterday at a customer's office waiting for a queue for lunch, and it's quite a long queue. And I thought, well, you know what, this is a great way to start talking to people. So I'd noticed, I recognised some faces in the queue, and I thought, right, I'm going to just check these if I've got that right. I looked them up on LinkedIn. And actually, yes, it was someone that I did know as well. I hadn't spoken to them for a couple of years. And I just turned around and I said, hey, is that your ex? And they said, yes, I am. And then I just got talking to them. And I was asking them what they were doing at the moment, how they were getting on, what the challenges were. You know, obviously, there's other people around, so I didn't ask too much confidential stuff. But I got into a bit of a conversation and just started chatting. And sometimes, Sean, the simplest things are, if you haven't got time to go out and network, an evening, 10 networking nights. You've got so many things that you can network inside of your own organisation. And it really comes down to yourself. Now, there might be events going on. There may be networking lunchtimes, networking breakfast at your company. But you can actually just create that networking by doing it yourself. And don't be scared to do that. Now, you can also be networking online. And again, LinkedIn's a great tool to do that. So think about, perhaps getting involved in commentary. What are the things you're interested in? If you go to LinkedIn now, for example, or you had it there for a long time, you actually search content. So if there's particular subjects that you're interested in, you can actually put that in the search bar, and instead of looking for people, you can scroll across and look for content, and you can find content. They've recently started rolling out the hashtags for that as well. And again, people who are using hashtags around that content. So if there's something particular you're interested in, maybe it's project management, maybe it's something completely different, you can actually search for people who are talking about that stuff and start getting involved in the conversation. And all of a sudden, people will see what you're saying, they might like what you're saying, they might connect with you, and you can start building that up. But I'm a firm believer, and I do know where you work, Sean. You've got probably about 2,500 people on that campus where you're working. You've got enough playground there to really network and start building relationships with people. You just got to get either out of your comfort zone, or if you feel comfortable doing it, make the time as part of your day. So when you're queuing up for your coffee in the morning, if you're grabbing a coffee, when you're going to get a lunch, go and sit with someone else. Go and sit at a different area that you don't normally sit with. There's lots of things you can do. So I'd love to hear how that goes for you. So I hope that's useful for you, Sean.